And see, a lot of people have allowed the devil to shine as light. And then they expect the light to shine bright and come around the light, be around the light, and they start to show darkness when it comes time to apply this in your life. Just like you see behind me, it's darkness, and this is light. Light and darkness. Where you gonna be at? Because the Bible tells you in Isaiah 60 in the 60th chapter, the 2nd verse, that the people are gonna be in gross darkness. When he told Esau in Isaiah 47 and 5 to get thee into darkness for the time of the end. That's why he say, who's gonna have faith in the end? Who's gonna really believe? Or who's gonna be cast into the lake of fire with the devil? That's their God, their power. Because you can't say the Most High, the Mashiach is your power if you're not doing what he say do. You're a bunch of rejects. He said, whosoever, verse 9, whosoever is born of the Most High does not commit sin. For his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin, because he is born of the Most High. You're born again. Meaning you're changed. You learn what's right, you do what's right. And some people don't know what's right, so they figure whatever they do is okay with the Most High. You go back to you have to go back to a religion. Because religion say, hey, we ain't under the law. But you know you're under the law, you do what's wrong, then we all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High. Some sins are worse than others, you know what I mean? So we have to look at this, say verse 10. In this the children of the Most High are manifest, and the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of the Most High, neither he that loveth not his brother. See? So you can't say you righteous, and we got to define what this righteousness is first. Deuteronomy 6 and 25. Deuteronomy 6:25. And it shall be our righteousness. We define it as righteousness. If, that's a condition, we observe to do all these commandments. Not just hear them and do whatever you want to do and say, oh, the Most High forgive me. All you got to do is just pray and the Most High going to forgive you. No. He just showed, we done went through enough scriptures to show you're going to be cast to the lake of fire. If you want to be righteous, we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High our power, as he hath commanded us. That's what we have to do. Look at 1 John 3 and 15. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer. Hear that? You hate your brother, you're a murderer. And you know that no murderer have eternal life abiding in him. So we can't hate each other. And it's not talking about the other nations or Esau. He's our fraternal twin brother. Not talking about him. Go to the law. Leviticus the 19th chapter. That's how you know who it's talking about. Leviticus 19 and 1 and 2. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, ye shall be holy. Say, ye shall be holy, for I, the Most High, your power, am holy. So who's it talking to? The children of Israel. Go to verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother, who's an Israelite, in thine heart. You can't hate. our brother in our mind. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, the Israelites. Whole lot of grudges going on out there. People holding grudges for years and years. We talking about days and weeks now, for years. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Most High. So this is what we have to do, brothers and sisters. You can't be rolling in folly and think that it's okay. It's not going to happen. You know, if you don't do what the Most High say do, then you're going to find yourself in a fight with the Most High. The Most High is a man of war. So we here go to Exodus 15:3. So you know what we're talking about. People don't fear the Most High. That's why I brought up, are you afraid of the Most High? Then when you start jacking your brother, like you say, you call on him and he's going to mock and laugh at you, then you're going to wonder, what am I to do? If you're going to want man to help you, man can't help you when you're in the hand of the Most High. Remember, you just read it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. We just read that. So now you done put your hands in the living power in the Most High's hand, then rejected what he say do. That's why it's hard when you don't follow what he say do. And it's easy for the blessings when you do what he say do. Exodus 15:3. The Most High is a man. He ain't no woman. He's a man of war. Most High is his name. You know, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob been the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Point blank. No other way you can look at this but the way it is. Just the way it is. You see. Look at Baruch, the 3rd chapter. In verse 20. It say, young men have seen light. Young men done seen, and women done seen this light. Let's define that light. So I said it what it is. Proverbs 6:23. Defines the light and confirms it. Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. You see? And reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So going back to Baruch, the 3rd chapter, and the 24th verse, it says, verse 20, Baruch 3:20, young men have seen light. Young men have seen the way to follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. And young women have seen the way to follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, his rules and regulations, and dwell upon the earth. But the way of knowledge have they not known. Just so. Way of knowledge of how to apply this in their life they have not known. Nor understood the paths thereof, nor laid hold on it. They've been told the right way, been showed the right way, told them to go over this, study, show yourself approved to the Most High, rightly dividing the word. They've been shown, nor understand the paths thereof. Because the path is a certain path. It might go like this way, down that way, you turn it, go that way, this way, that way. It's a puzzle. But it's not hard. You make it hard because you don't want to do what's right. Nor understood the paths thereof, nor laid hold on it. Their children were far off from that way. See? The children were far off from that way. Why? Hosea 4:6. It's amazing how people can call themselves an Israelite and be out there doing all kind of crazy stuff. Of the world. let the devil control him, and next thing you know, he leading you right into the lake of fire with him. Hosea 4 and 6. My people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, Exodus 3 and 10 proves it. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's why I say they don't have the knowledge. So they destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, you reject the fact of studying to show yourself approved to the Most High. You reject the fact of doing the things you got to do, that He told us to do, that our ancestors told us, that had the Spirit of the Most High. That's why He said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, they won't fear the Most High. Don't fear the Most High. I will also reject thee. Gonna be a bunch of rejects. That thou shalt be no priest to me. Ain't you teaching nobody nothing, the Most High said. Not in righteousness. Why you wonder why they can't come back to the law? Because the Most High said that thou shalt be no priest to me. Saying thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. You forgot the law. You're going to break His laws. Knowing that you're doing wrong. Knowing that you done heard Israelites bringing forth this truth. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, the law of your power, I will also forget thy children. Now you got to deal with your children. He said, I'm going to forget your children. So now the children going to give you problems. We the children coming up all buck wild. Look at the children today, man. Shoot. They're out of it. Have no mercy, no grace upon each other, killing each other, just laying down $5 for a hamburger, French fries, anything, just doing all kind of madness, man. They're being subject to a boy and a boy, a girl and a girl. A boy can say he's a girl, change his name, leave home, go to school, got to be accepted. Go in the girls' locker room, girls' shower. What's this world coming to? Sodom and Gomorrah. All over again. You see what the Most High did to those 5 cities. He burnt them up. Every last one of them. Until this day, the remnants of us are here today. So He said, hey, I will also forget thy children. He said, as they increase, so they sin against me. Think about the increasing of knowledge, that wisdom and understanding that's been given to those that, you know, you've been in this truth. You've been studying. You've been in classes. You've been looking here, there, wherever, learning this truth. He says, they will increase, they sin against Him. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. That's why the Most High say He's going to change our women, which is the glory of the man, Israelite man, into shame. And our women are very, very shameful in these last days, man. That's why I say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Proverbs 1 and 7. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. Now, a lot of people don't want to deal with this fear as being afraid of Him, being scared of Him. But then, if not, then you gotta stand the test of time to stand up against this man of war that has strategies of how you're gonna tear your butt up. You ready for that? Because brothers don't want to admit that. It says the fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. A fool despises wisdom, which is a proper application of knowledge, and instruction. Instructing you how to be able to please the Most High so you get blessed by Him. By doing what's right. His rules and regulations. Following His rules and regulations. So He'll bless you. He's not a man who should lie. Look at verse 22. Say, how long you simple ones, you simple ones, when you love simplicity? The world is simple. Anybody can follow the world, but to follow the truth and maintain your spirit in the truth. Say, how long you simple ones, when you love simplicity And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Say you're a fool if you hate this knowledge. You gotta watch out, because you end up with a fool. You end up being around a fool. You end up being a fool yourself. If you don't do what's right, it be simple. So we say, how long you simple ones when you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. They scorn, just probably scoffers right now gonna hear this, they're gonna be scoffing. And fools hate knowledge because it's gonna cut them. And they mean us cut you, it's the word. It said, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Through the men that he have on this earth in these last days, bringing forth this truth. He's gonna change it up. All this hate that you see and all the things that you're dealing with, abominations, better change, better repent. Because everything that we do is being written in the books. He say he's going to get you. What you going to do when he come for you? It's all about him. It's all about the Most High being all in all. It's what it's all going to boil down to, whether you accept it or not. You know, Israel be caught up in sticking his chest out like you somebody. You ain't nobody till you made it to the kingdom. You ain't nobody till you made it to the kingdom and you are transformed into a new body and you there reaching the Most High after the 1,000 years, and you going before the Most High, where the Most High gonna be all in all. Because Mashiach gonna beat these nations, he's gonna beat everybody into subjection to a righteous kingdom 1,000 years. And we're gonna be under the tutorship of him. And then you're gonna have opportunity to be in the Most High's kingdom that's gonna be all in all. He's gonna be all in all from that point on. Gonna be no, we just read it with death and hell gonna be cast through the lake of fire. Satan gonna be, I don't know if we did it or not. We better read that. I don't know if we did it or not. But let's go there. Make sure. So you understand this everlasting life right here. This is what we're working for. But some gonna come short because they allow the devil to take them off their path. This is Revelation 20 and 14. And death, this death, dying, and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. So ain't gonna be no more death and hell. Gonna be cast into the lake of fire. Ever gonna be subjected to the Most High. His rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, commandments forever and ever and ever. So that's what we're doing. We're rehearsing now to be able to accept all the things that we got to deal with to make it to the kingdom. Let's see. People don't really understand. Go to Proverbs 2 and verse 10. It says, when wisdom was the proper application of knowledge, knowing how to apply knowledge in your life, entereth into thine heart, into your mind, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, getting this knowledge make you feel good. Discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee. For what? To deliver thee from the way of the evil man. To deliver you from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness. That's sin. They leave the path of righteousness, knowing what's right, to follow the evil man. That will have you walk in darkness or ignorance, not knowing. Who rejoice to do evil. They rejoice to say, oh, I got over. And delight in the forwardness of the wicked. And doing the things that the wicked doing. They enjoy that. Whose ways are crooked. And they forward in their paths. Deliver thee from the strange woman. I deliver from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flatter with her words. She's got a good talk. Strange women. flattering with her words, will forsake the guide of her youth. And that's youth, meaning young in the truth. Forsaken the one that's leading her in the truth, and forgetteth the covenant of her power. That's the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. For her house inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead. Woo. None that go unto her return again. Woo. Neither take they hold of the paths of life. You going, once she done went out and went all the way to the left, we'll start saying what? She inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead. She gonna start thinking about the dead, conquering up the dead. None that go unto her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life, which are what? Everlasting life. Doing what the Most High would have us do. It's very serious, because that's why you're saying the sheep on the right hand and the goats on the left. Those that had a mindset of the goats, this world, and so forth, that's that strange woman. Don't make no difference what nation she is. The Israelite woman could be any of the other nations. It's the same thing, because they still have the mindset of the world. Why you say, come out of her, that you receive not of her plagues, because of the sins they're doing in this world that people are following suit to. Because the devil said what? He's going around so you can devour. He wants you to go right with him into that lake of fire. That's his whole objective. But see, if you follow what it is that you have learned from your youth, your first love, and don't deviate from it, then you got an opportunity. If not, then this is your consolation right here. This is all she wrote for you. So you got to enjoy it, because after that is a lake of fire. We done read that. Look at Matthew 6. And verse 23. But if thine eye be evil, which is breaking the laws of the Most High, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. Your whole Most High gonna make your whole body full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? You understand what he's saying? This light, we already defined it as what? The light of you keeping the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, be darkness. It turned into darkness and say, how great is that darkness? That's why he said in Isaiah 60:2. He said, how great is that darkness? We know it's like this because he already said, hey, I'm not going to the Most High on your behalf. That's scary. Isaiah 60:2, we say, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. Darkness being ignorance, not knowing, being dumbfounded. And gross dark, that's like a high, like he said, how great is that darkness? This how great it is. Gross darkness, who? The people. That's how great it is. It's going to be gross darkness. That's the great darkness he's talking about. Going to be on the people. But the Most High shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Those that's doing what they should do to be in the light and keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. See, it's promised to us. We just got to do what's right, people. And as we do what's right, you'll see that the blessings that come with it is beyond imagination. But see, we have hurt the Most High's feelings. Most High have feelings too. Look at go to the book of Baruch, 3rd chapter. Verse 35. This is our power. This is our power. Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And there shall none other be accounted of in comparison of him. Nothing gonna be in comparison to our power, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. He said, this is his name forever, the memorial to all generations. Verse 36. He have found out all the way of knowledge. This is Yahushua, Mashiach. He have found out all the way of knowledge and have given it unto Jacob, his servant, and to Israel, his beloved. See. He have found out all the way of knowledge and have given it unto Jacob. Don't say nobody. How come you don't say to all nations? His servant. And to Israel, his beloved. And to we the Israelites, who he loved. That's the beloved. Afterward did he show himself upon earth and converse with man. It's Mashiach Yahushua. Because he is the word of the Most High. The Most High said, hearken to my voice. And from a voice come words. So he is the word of the Most High's voice. Yes. It's beautiful. And see, we are blessed to be able to have the power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, the power of Jacob, forever and ever and ever. Look at history of Susanna in the Apocrypha. In verse 42, you can read the whole story. I'm going to read to the meat. It says, thou knowest that they have borne or carried false witness against me, and behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me. So they lied against Susanna. And what she do? Verse 42, then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said, O everlasting most high power, that knoweth the secrets, and knoweth all things before they be. It's a virtuous woman. She said, the Most High knoweth everything before it even happens. He knoweth all things, everything. And he knoweth even before it happened. Thou knowest that they have borne or carried false witness against me, and behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such things as these men have maliciously invented against me. And the Most High heard her voice. He cried to the Most High. The Most High heard her voice. Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Most High raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth, whose name was Daniel, who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman. And all the people turned them toward him and said, what mean these words that thou hast spoken? So he standing in the midst of them said, are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned the daughter of Israel? Return again to the place of judgment, but they have borne false witness against her. Wherefore all the people turned again in haste. Say youth. And the elders said unto him, come, sit down among us, and show it us. saying, the Most High have given thee the honor of an elder. The honor of an elder at a young age. Then said Daniel unto them, put these two aside, one far from another. Separate them, and I will examine them. So when they were put asunder one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, O thou, remember she done said, they done carried lies, you know. She already said they bore lies against her. So Daniel said, separate them, and said unto him, to one, O thou that art waxen old in wickedness, now thy sins which thou hast committed aforetime are come to light. See, all your sins you done committed in your life has come to light. But thou hast pronounced false judgment, and hast condemned the innocent, and hast let the guilty go free. Albeit the Most High said, the innocent and righteous shall thou not slay. You're not going to kill the innocent and the righteous. Wicked Israelites. Now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest thou them companying together? Who answered, under a mestic tree. So that's his answer. Said, where'd you see them coming together? Now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest thou them companying together? The man and the woman coming together. Who answered, under a mestic tree. And Daniel said, very well. I hear what you're saying. You said under the mestic tree. That's where you see them coming together. So let's see. Say, very well. Thou hast lied against thine own head. For even now the angel of the Most High have received the sentence of the Most High to cut thee in two, cut you in half. He would say the angel of the Most High. I tell you, them angels is right here on the earth, ready to do the will of the Most High, the commandment of the Most High, and they will not sin against the Most High. I repeat, they will not sin against the Most High. They will not break his commandments. They're going to do exactly what he said. You hear what he said? He said, for even now the angel of the Most High hath received the sentence of the Most High to cut thee in two, cut you in half. So he put him aside and commanded to bring the other, and said unto him, O thou seed of Canaan, and said unto him, O thou seed of Canaan, and not of Judah, beauty hath deceived thee, and lust hath perverted thine heart. Lust, like we was talking earlier. The lust of the flesh, the lust hath perverted thine heart. Thus have ye dealt with the daughters of Israel, and they for fear company with you. But the daughter of Judah would not abide your wickedness. She wasn't going for it. The true virtuous daughter of Judah would not abide your wickedness, wouldn't go for it, wouldn't allow them to penetrate her mind to do what they wanted to do to her. Now therefore tell me, under what tree didst thou take them companying together? Who answered, under a home tree. So now you got the mestic tree. One said, remember he separated them, and he asked that same question to both of them. One said a matrix tree. Now he's saying under a home tree. Then said Daniel unto him, well, thou hast also lied against thine own head. For the angel of the Most High waiteth with the sword to cut thee in two. Hear that? The angel of the Most High waited with the sword to cut you in two, that he may destroy you With that, all the assembly cried out with a loud voice and praised the Most High, who saveth them that trust in him. You hear that? All the assembly cried out with a loud voice, praise the Most High, who saveth them that trust in him, have faith in him. And they arose against the two elders, for Daniel had convicted them of false witness by their own mouth. And according to the law of Moses, they did unto them in such sort as they maliciously intended to do to their neighbor. And they put them to death. Thus the innocent blood was saved the same day. Yes. That's what we're looking at. Gotta be right. Look at 1 Maccabees 2, just for encouragement. Verse 62. That fear not then the words of a sinful man. So you're supposed to fear the words of a sinful man. For his glory shall be dung and worms. His glory gonna be dung and worms. Period. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing. The way he thinking is gonna come to nothing, because he's gonna be in the ground. That's why he say he's going back to the dust. So he's gonna be killed, straight up. Words of a warrior, our ancestors, you know. That's why we got to look at this, brothers and sisters, and really, really be down with what it's going to take to follow what we have been shown. And don't allow anyone to deviate you from the path of righteousness. People come up with all kinds of stories, you know. That's what the devil do. Remember, the devil dealing with a little truth and a little lies. And you end up catching it because of the fact of you didn't follow the devil, who's trying to see who he can devour. Ecclesiasticus 32 and 14. Whoso feareth the Most High will receive his discipline. You fear the Most High, this is the beginning of knowledge, we know. So you receive his discipline. And they that seek him early shall find favor. You seek him early, you're going to find favor. He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith. You seek the law, you're going to be filled with the law to do what's right. But the hypocrite, those that's going to look at it and not do it, will be offended thereat. Just like Satan was offended. He can't handle the law. Hypocrite. They that fear the Most High shall find judgment, and shall kindle justice as a light. That light is the laws. Go kindle judgment with the laws of the Most High. Whether it's right or wrong, you're going to know. They that fear the Most High shall find judgment, and shall kindle justice as a light. A sinful man or a woman will not be reproved. You can't reprove a sinful man or a woman. They don't want to be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. See, they're sinful men. They're going to find an excuse according to their will to get what they want. In a simple mind, that's why how long you're going to love simplicity. A simple person going to fall right into it, listening to what they say. And they're going to find an excuse according to their will to get what they want. See, that's why we have to really look at this sincerely so that you can really be part of the kingdom. Look at Ecclesiasticus 37:1. Every friend saith, I am his friend also. But there's a friend which is only a friend in name. You know? Every friend says, I'm his friend also. But there's a friend that is only friend in name. Is it not a grief unto death when a companion and friend is turned to an enemy? Yeah, it's bad enough. You know, that's why, you know, the next chapter talk about death. You know, it says, is it not grief unto death when a companion and friend is turned to an enemy? O wicked imagination, whence camest thou in to cover the earth with deceit? You know, and that's what happens. You know, like I say, the devil going around deceiving everybody that he can, because they rolling with the lust of the flesh. That's what he rolled with, the flesh, the carnal minded. You're not spiritual, because the spirit gonna be able to be built up enough to fight against the lust of the flesh. But if not, then you're going to be one of them goats. Verse 3, O wicked generation. O wicked generation. Whence camest thou in to cover the earth with deceit? Lying. There is a companion which rejoices in the prosperity of a friend, but in the time of trouble will be against him. You know, that's sad, because, you know, you look at, you know, you be rolling with a friend, you be down with a friend, so-called friend. In the time of trouble, you say, hey, where they at? They'll be against you. In the time of trouble, we'll be against them, turn against you. Do things that's totally against you. There's a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly, and taketh up the buckler against the enemy, be down with you, ready to fight with you to everything. Forget not thy friend in thy mind, and be not unmindful of him in thy riches. See, that's what it's talking about, a real friend. The one that you said, hey, ready to go to war with you, ready to keep you, you know, surviving and so forth. Not forsaking you. When you come up, you think about them. Ecclesiasticus 37:23. A wise man instructed his people. He's going to be telling them what to do, according to thus say the Most High's word. And the fruits of his understanding fail not. Fruits of his understanding fail not. Whether it's telling you, you do this, you're going to be blessed. You don't do this, you're going to be cursed. Most likely going to jack your butt up. It's balance. That's a balance.